gonna do it. He also is gonna do it inflation-wise, bring the value of your currency down, man, to zero. All right, and that causes famine as well, man. Read that one more time, bro.
The middle of it or the top? And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown; the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Yep. Hey, that's when you niggas gonna start, inquiring about something, man. The Lord started taking food up out your belly, man.
Okay.
You grab Ezekiel 7, for sure. When the Lord started, taking food up out your belly, that's when you're gonna start asking questions. That's when you're gonna stop looking at this white man to be your savior, man.
Okay.
That's when you're gonna see, this man's the devil, man. We should have believed them Israelites and guys on the corner saying he was the devil.
Okay.
But we were so wrapped up in getting the fucking Federal Reserve note, and that's gonna become your stumbling block.
Yep.
Okay? Hey, read that Ezekiel 7 and that like 20 something. 20.
That's just coming from this too.
Sackcloth on your
loins.
Select.
7 and 15.
7 and 15.
15 at time.
Yeah.
15. Somebody got it?
Ezekiel 7:15.
So Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 15. It says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within.
Yep.
He that is in the field shall die with the sword.
He that in the field shall die with the sword. All right? Field can represent the, outside of the cities, man. The suburban areas.
It can also mean workplace. Feel like, you're working.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him.
You in the city, you're going to be suffering by famine. All right? And famine brings the sword. People with guns, man, trying to rob you, whatever you got. All right? Even if you don't got nothing, they'll probably be just kill your ass just for whatever, man. Frustration. Just because you ain't got shit on you.
Yeah. See, they may kill you to eat your ass.
Yeah.
True.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, eventually. So, hey, famine.
And Haiti.
Famine get bad enough, they're going to eat you. You're going to become meat. And that's what's going to become of America, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's like everybody, all these migrants, they're coming over here because they trying to eat. Them motherfuckers, they leaving from starving conditions.
Yeah.
Third world
coming
countries.
over here to try to find asylum and food, man.
Yeah.
So imagine they get over here and then that gets taken.
Yeah.
I heard, I saw one video where a guy said, I might as well go back. Like, if you think about, at least I could pick fruit off a tree. Ain't shit here in the city.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Like,
You got to rely on the markets.
Yeah.
If there's nothing in the markets, you ain't got nothing. The whole, all these,
and if you don't
we
have
know
money,
these
you got
major
nothing.
cities, the population, that's where most of the population of the people is at, is in the major cities.
Yeah.
So,
And you got to feed that
Whole
amount,
population.
that whole population of people.
Yeah.
You're just operating off of the markets.
Truck driver.
All these people got to rely upon the markets from the commerce, the truckers. If that operation gets cut down, that's millions of people without food.
and people are going to resort to theft. People are going to run in these stores and steal shit. And, a lot of these migrants, some of the people that's not migrants, the people that live here already, they may not, the resources are going to be scarce. So when they start breaking in, they stealing shit out of stores, what's going to happen? They're going to call the National Guards in to secure the stores, and then you're going to be rationed.
They're already doing it now.
Yeah, and you're not going to be you're only going to be able to get a certain amount of food. Say you got a big family, so what? You only can get this amount of meat or this amount of bread or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I seen a video earlier, man. Like 20 niggas, man. 20 young niggas, man. They got they hoodies on and shit covering their face. They went to some fucking convenience store. It was like a gas station, 7-Eleven or some shit. They ransacked the shit, you know, taking them, but bullshit,
Yeah.
treats and shit.
Kinda.
You know, it was like 20 of them niggas, man. You know? Hey, the clerk couldn't do shit, man. Hey, go ahead.
How much more a grocery store?
Right.
Yeah.
You know, all you take is 100 niggas to run in there. You can't stop everybody. And in a lot of these states, you know, you gotta, people don't understand that. That's what this devil wants. They want the chaos. They want the. Why do you think they implement laws where if a motherfucker run out the store with something, they don't care how high or low the value is, you can't chase it. You can't stop it. Because they want the crime rate to increase, so they can come down with that great rap. So they can put these martial law troops and national guards and shit out there.
Yeah, they want the police not to answer calls during a certain amount of hours. And that's only going to expand nationwide.
And we called it way back in 2020 when it was mandatory to put the mask on. I was like, how long is it gonna take for Jake to put the mask on and then start just doing, just taking what they want?
Now they're using the mask.
Now they're using them. Now they're using them. Now they're using them, and they're doing that with it. Seen another one where a guy just the other day, he go in the store, and Jake had Jake couldn't see. Jake had a hoodie on, like this much you can see out of it, mask. He's like, why you got a mask on? Take that off. Like, you see now, right?
Yeah, I see.
You're like, no. He's like, try to snatch something. Right? Jake is getting to that point.
It's only gonna get worse.
So real quick, Matthew 24:12. This is in the CSB. It says, because lawlessness will multiply, the love of many will grow cold.
And the biggest law that everybody's breaking is love thy neighbor as thyself. Nobody's considering the next person. And guess what helped do that? The so-called white man gave the world social media and gave them this smartphone to where it's about you and what you're into and where your mind is at. And people don't have a reason to connect anymore. That's what this whole church, ecclesia, when you get the Greek word out of it, understanding the call out, that's what it was all about. Come put everybody back on the new moon or the Sabbath to come get in the same mind, my mind. Come get back connected with me. Okay, but now you got people so caught into this, and then the algorithm keeps them in that world. They say these cookies keep you suggesting what you like, but you don't get the full scope of nothing no more. You only get to what you click on or what you talk about.
Kind. To land back off of what everybody is saying, like when we go back to Ezekiel 16, and it speaks about the sin of Sodom, the fullness of bread, the pride, not regarding the poor. These are the same sins that are in America. And what was the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah?
Burn forever.
Exactly. So how much more this place?
And we know the judgment is the same.
Kind.
I got it.
Back in Ezekiel 7 and 16. But they that escape of them shall escape and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning, every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water.
Yeah, so you Israelites, man, you got pure hell coming for you. You think it's bad now, the Lord got something more harsher for you for to come, man. Yeah, you can't pay your rent, can't pay your table and shit, you can't beg for the regular necessities. It's gonna get way worse than that. All right, the Lord gonna push your ass to the edge, man.
Yeah, he gonna put the spirit on this devil to tighten that squeeze. Because right now, he's been doing it in phases. And people just ain't been paying attention to it. Now your content on the internet that's able to be put up is now regulated.
Yeah.
There's like he's putting everything in limits to what you can do now. Yeah. He started to take away those privileges since 2020. Yep. Really, even going back before that, with 9/11.
Yep.
He needs a certain crisis to continue to do what he's doing.
And what is he building? building a dystopian type way of life, which is basically the image of the beast, where he has complete control through his technology. Right? With one ruler at the top. You got it, brother.
All these things that the brothers are speaking about are examples of the Lord visiting or punishing the world. And you can't escape the hand of the Lord, right? So the precept the brother was reading, it reminds me of the scripture, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. You're not going to be able to run outside the city and think you're going to try to sustain yourself by means of a bunker or storing up food, whatever the case is, because Esau got technology that can just wipe you out, or he can use it to push you back into the city. And then when you get into the city, it spoke about the famine and the pestilence. And he's trying to drive you to that MOTB ultimately. Man. He wants that complete control of the people.
You want to push everybody into a confined area where his eye can see everybody. It is. If I anything that I can see and have the oversight over, I can actually zoom in on and I can have full control over them. I can't control what I don't see. So that's why he's working to push and confine everybody to these major cities, because he's converting them into smart cities. That's what all this technology is all about. He told you there was a pandemic that you need to be scared of, so stay your ass in the house and don't come outside, while he had men come in and hook up these 5G towers. But I thought it was supposed to be a damn...
Outside was dangerous.
It's supposed to be this scary ass disease that's killing off people.
6 feet away.
So we got to stay distance from each other. But while you was locked down in your home, they was allowed to come out here like it was it was nothing going on.
It's so simple. You didn't realize that the sunlight, the fresh air, the dirt, those things help to fight off those diseases, those viruses.
Ocean water. Don't go to the beach, whatever you do. That's exactly where you need to go. You know?
There's a man say you gotta do the opposite. All right, go ahead.
Back in Ezekiel 7 and 18, they shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them. And shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads.
That's it.
They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed.
That's not talking about the silver medal or the gold medal. Just think of Venezuela. They started their hyperinflation, 2014. And look where they at now, man. That country is destitute. Caracas, Venezuela, that shit done, man. Their fucking currency, they threw their currency out in the streets. They making art out of it. That's what that's talking about, man. And that's gonna be the fucking $100 bill. Benjamin Franklin. Coming soon, man.
Blue notes.
Right. The Grant, $50 bills. Jackson, $20 bills. And that's what it's headed to, man. The silver in your currency, basically. Alright? You got it.
No. You can ask your question, bro.
So, with all of the housing prices, in these times, the rent is going up and all that stuff, people are stealing electricity from each other, gas, and all such things, all utilities. There's reports in the city that there's people breaking in into other people's houses, but they're going into these rich people apartments and stuff, and they're breaking in there and stuff. I think they call it squatting or something.
And that's what's gonna call a race riot too.
Because who's on the bottom that's finna squeeze the harder? You Jakes. You have nots. You the have nots, man. And it's been on. Who was that?
Wasn't there a dude that was on a migrant? Wasn't it on TikTok? Basically, he was calling for migrants to just start taking over these people's homes.
Abandoned
He said there's
homes.
a bunch of empty homes.
Let's go into these abandoned homes and just squat.
Kind of article just came out too saying that they're selling a lot of these abandoned homes for $1. And so
And that dude, when he was talking, he said we might as well, because you don't want to be out here pretty much homeless and being a burden.
A lot of these Edomites, they buy buy these houses and nobody lives in them, man.
Yeah.
It's fully furnished.
Because the rent is too much anyway.
Yeah.
For us to be in it, so they buy it up. It's cheap for them still. And then what happens?